Doug's got the wheel and Jill's got the treasure map, chasing some ghosts in an old haunted shack. Traveling with SHOWCO with a story to spin. Haunted
Hey everybody, and welcome back for another great episode of Traveling with SHOWCO.
Great, really?
Yeah, hey, we've been looking forward to this one. I've been like, we need to record this episode.
We're very late. We're very
Yes.
late. We've been very busy. We didn't have enough time to put them all up, so it's late. We know it is. We know it's from October. This is November.
It's okay though. It's okay. Same information applies. So we went off to East Tennessee for a little fall vacation. We'd never been there to vacation and see all the surroundings. We hear about Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge. I've been out to Sevierville with work, but we finally got to go and just enjoy a couple days off and just doing fun things. So I guess let's get into it. Let's
Okay, so our first stop, because we care about other dispatch centers, is we went to 3 other dispatch centers on the way up to East Tennessee. We stopped first at
Blount County.
Blount County.
Yep.
I've taught classes there several times. Always a fun time over there. Went in and took pictures. If you look at our thing, you'll see there's pictures up there of us doing that stuff. We dropped off big baskets of Halloween stuff, candy and all kinds of other things in there, fun stuff for Halloween. And then we left there and went to, which one did we go to after
We went
that?
to
Knox County or
Sevier County.
Sevierville County.
Sevier County, yes.
Went over there, and was that the one where it was in the fire department? I can't remember now. It's been a while.
No, Knox was in their backup center.
That's right. Okay, so
Sevier County was.
That's right.
In the downtown part.
We went in there, and it's a lot smaller than I thought, but still, it's a nice area though, and the building was pretty nice, and the people were very friendly, which is always nice. And we dropped off stuff, and everybody looked so surprised, like, wow, usually it's like Christmas stuff. We're bringing Halloween stuff, so Halloween's the best time ever. So that was fun. And then finally we went to go try to find Knox County.
That was an adventure, but
because the address that's on the paperwork was not where they were. So when I called the guy the day before, he said, good thing you didn't come there, because we're not at our center. We're at the backup center. And I'm like, oh God. So he told us where it was at. So we drive over to the humongous city hall area where it's at. And we go in and we talk to the person. And he's like, oh, it's not here. It's down at the fire department down there. And I'm like, oh God, really? So we drove down to the fire department, and that's where they actually were, up on the top floor. Very, very like beautiful building.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It's hard to believe that was their backup center.
Yeah, it's a
like if this is your backup center.
I think I'd rather work there than anything else. It looks so nice over there. But that was pretty cool. We dropped off stuff for them.
And they were
too.
super nice.
Very nice.
To meet some people, and it's always nice to go to agencies we've never been to, or people who actually have never heard of us.
Yeah.
So we were like, have some Halloween treats. Promise it's not poisoned. But it was fun. We enjoyed it. I really enjoy doing stuff like that, and it just reminds people that people care about them. And it's Halloween.
It was nice. So hopefully they had fun with all the stuff that was in there, and the candy and everything else in the Halloween treats. So, and then we went, where did we go after that?
To Apple Barn.
Apple Barn.
Yes.
That's right.
It is should be a zip code on its own. It's got a restaurant. It's got a winery.
Got 2 restaurants.
Yeah, it's got a bakery. It's got a cidery. It's got all sorts of
Christmas shop,
candy shop, tchotchke shops.
Yeah.
We were there for a good couple hours. We had lunch there at the restaurant.
It's a very large place. I mean, it's like really big. So
we came home with 10 bottles of wine from their winery, because the wine it's apple wine, and it was very delicious. So we couldn't turn it down.
All right. So we can't seem to go anywhere without buying booze. So
yeah, we came home with 10 bottles, which is an improvement, because we used to come home with cases.
Yeah.
So
now we're not doing it. That was a cool place. So I mean, it had so many, like, it was very like kind of rustic, It's like all the gift shops and all the winery places and all this. It was just a huge area. Apple Barn. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
But I saw it on YouTube. Somebody talked about it, and so we got to go there. It looks pretty neat. So we did, and it was pretty cool. So
that was a lot of fun.
That was good. And then where'd we go?
And then we left there, and we went, and we just kind of drove around Pigeon Forge for a little while, and we drove around trying to just to see what's out there.
Yeah.
And then we ended up in downtown Knoxville. We driving around.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah, because we went driving around Pigeon Forge area,
Yeah.
and then we went driving down Knoxville before we went to the hotel because we were looking for where the ghost tour was the night
Okay.
next
All
night.
right. We'll go with that. We should do these right when we do them, but
Yeah, we're looking back at pictures, going, "Hey, this." Yeah,
and we went to so many places. And if you watched the other video I just put up a little while ago, that's where we were going for work. And all of these things were in between going to Alabama to do a class and going to Illinois to do a class. And these were right in between these things. So
yeah.
a lot of things happening, a lot of moving pieces there. So
Yeah.
what else? And
So then we were in downtown Knoxville, and we're like, "Hey, let's go find it's the Peter Kern Library, a speakeasy." And we found that. It's down a back alley. If you see a picture, you go down this alley, you look for this red light, and you go in, and it's a super cool speakeasy.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. We had put a lot of pictures of that up on our
Mhm.
Facebook page. If you
That was
look,
pretty
take a look,
hidden.
see.
It's inside of like the Oliver Hotel, I believe. It's kind of in
Yeah.
like the service entrance, if you will.
The sad part is it's like you could enter from the restaurant. There is no like secret or anything like that. It's just like walk through. But it was cool the way we went into it through the alley and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. Looking for the red light, and
And
that was cool.
after that, we went to the square area in Knoxville, and we found a rooftop bar.
Yeah, we did.
It's called Scruffy City, I believe. Scruffy City Hall is what it's called. And you go up to the third floor, and there's a rooftop that overlooks the little
right
square
there.
area in Knoxville. So that was a lot of fun. And that
We were
area
the only people in that place. So
I mean, it was like 4:30 on a Thursday, so
it was just really like there is like nobody here. I mean, you go to 4:30 on a weekday in Nashville, and the damn place is packed.
yeah.
I mean, you go to Knoxville at 4:30, there's no one.
No.
It's like, I mean, the bartender was like looking at us like, "What are you guys doing?" It's like we're what they call customers.
Yeah.
It's really neat.
We're just hanging out later.
Yeah,
I think so.
so-
We walked around there for a little while, and then after that, we decided to head over to our hotel, and we got checked in, and we hung out there for the night because we knew we'd have a busy couple days.
Wait, I thought we went to the ghost tour thing.
That was the next night.
Oh my God, I'm totally lost.
Yeah. So
Where am I?
and then we got up Friday morning and decided to head back towards Gatlinburg, and we stopped at the world's largest flea market, which was not a lot was open, but it was okay. Like
A lot of stuff out of somebody's garage.
yeah, it was a lot of like flea market stuff. It wasn't what we had thought it would be, but you know,
not a lot of pictures taken there.
no,
Didn't take
no.
hardly anything there because it was just very much like a swap meet kind of thing. And it's like, oh my goodness.
So we learned very quickly that when you're in Gatlinburg heading into Pigeon Forge, the GPS will say, hey, you're only like 1.5 miles from your destination. In reality, we were an hour and a half drive to our destination. So it was just.
Where are we going, Jill?
We were going to Pigeon. Well, so we hit a couple wineries between the flea market, and then we went to a couple wineries, and then we decided to go ahead into Pigeon Forge. And we went up to the mountain, and we were like, hey, let's just go check out what's going on up here. So we got some pictures up there. We got I mean, it reminds me of the best way I can describe Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg to anybody is it reminds me of an East Coast beach town. You've got your mini golf courses, you've got all your eateries, you've got all your arcades, you've got all your tchotchke shops, all your old time photos.
Very touristy. Very touristy.
Very, very touristy.
Yeah.
So we hung out in Gatlinburg for a while. We went to Old Smoky, tried some whiskey or tried some moonshines. We tried some wine. And every place we went, they wanted to sell us a passport. Like you buy this passport for like $20 and you go tasting wine wherever and you get it stamped and get a free wine glass. Last thing we need are wine glasses. And I declined it everywhere I went. And I was like, how in the world are so many people driving around here drinking all that you're drinking because you only have like 72 hours to finish it from when you start it? There's so many people who don't know how to drive, who are driving and just kind of all of it. Like
well, the good thing is there's so much traffic. You're going very, very slow. So
yeah, there's so much traffic. Holy Hannah.
Very lot of traffic.
Yeah. So we spent some time up on the mountain. We walked around, we did that thing, and then we were like, we're gonna head back towards Knoxville because that night we were doing a ghost tour in downtown Knoxville. So
yes, we did. And the tours, what's really funny is this tour company that she found online or something said, "Hey, we're going to meet in front of the was it John Hancock building,
Andrew Jackson Building.
Andrew Jacksonville, one of those people." So we are go down to where this is at,
And
and
15 minutes early, and we're usually 15 minutes because they say get there.
there is no one there, and the area is really sketch. And it's
the
like
bottom of a hill in an area with nobody.
Yeah, and it looks very sketchy. Like we're probably going to get mugged. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. And I would see people walking, like coming in, and I'm like, hi, are you guys? You guys must be coming for the ghost. And they walk right past us, and I'm like, nope, not them. So I was like, there's going to be nobody here for this damn thing. This is the stupidest thing we're doing. So we're going to get murdered here. So luckily, the guy showed up.
And if you've ever been in a ghost tour, and we've been on plenty, you can always tell who your ghost tour guide is. There is no mistaking them, regardless of
He
where you
looked
are.
like he was probably like a zombie. So I'm just assuming he was, because super, super thin and looked real sickly, but he was.
He doesn't.
I don't think he's going to watch this. I don't think he has internet. So, but then it turned out there was like 21 people in this group, but they just all showed up late. So it was like, great. And it was a ghost tour. It was all right. I mean, we walked around and took a look at some old buildings and stuff. There's a lot of old buildings in Knoxville. It's got a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah.
And took pictures of a couple of the very haunted places that are right there by where we were going. So the Blunt, the guy, William Blunt, who Blunt County is named after, had this big house right across the street, and that house is partly really haunted. It was a medical facility during the Civil War and things like that. So there's all kinds of things happening inside there. We couldn't get in there, but it was pretty cool to see it. So that was neat. And then the grand finale was they took us up to this really, really old cemetery. And I mean, it's really, really old cemetery. And it's very cool because it's got a lot of like notoriety because it's like haunted and stuff like that. And it's got a lot of things going on. And I've got a bunch of pictures of it. I put them up on Facebook with our infrared and other stuff up there. So didn't see anything, didn't hear anything, but it was kind of a cool place to walk around at night and see stuff. We usually don't go to cemeteries that much.
During
the day. I mean,
during the day we do.
Daytime we're always at these things, but at nighttime I don't think it's a good idea, but whatever. So, but it was fine. It was a good experience. It was a great thing. So,
we were walking around in it.
So then
that was Friday, and then Saturday, we got up, and there's this pancake place that's all over Pigeon Forge in Knoxville.
It looks like Bass Pro Shops.
What is it, Flapjacks or something like
Flapjacks, I think it is.
Pancake House. And I told Doug, I was like, I feel like we're here. It's calling to us, like advertising at its best. I'm like, we should go check this place out. So we went to Flapjacks and had pancakes for breakfast, which were very good. They were delicious. And then I got this great idea that Bush's Baked Beans is located not too far from where we were, 15 miles.
The funny thing is I kept reminding Jill, this is a Halloween road trip. That means we're going to see some Halloween stuff, haunted houses, sketchy things, that kind of stuff. Bush Baked Beans doesn't really come onto my targeting at that point to say, where should we go to really see some Halloween stuff? How about Bush's Baked Beans headquarters? So we took a long drive out to this place.
15 miles, but it was probably a 45-minute drive. 2
lanes.
Hour and a half round trip. I didn't realize it was going to be so far. My bad. But we got out there and we got to see the Bush Baked Bean Visitor Center.
Very exciting.
You got to tour the Visitor Center. You got to see how they do baked beans and how they do everything.
If you've ever thought about baked beans, give yourself plenty of time, maybe 5 minutes. And then, you can really get to know what's going on. And did you know that they can the things after they fill it up, which is pretty cool because it'd be hard to fill it up without putting the top on it. But
they showed you the canning process. God. And have you ever gone on vacation and come home with a can of baked beans from a visitor center as a souvenir? I did. Woohoo. I enjoyed it. Like, I kept seeing it. It was something different. Not everybody goes to
it was different. Very different. Worth the hour and a half drive out there to see a big can of Bush's Baked Beans.
Still bitter about it 3 weeks later.
I just couldn't figure out how that connects to a Halloween road trip. But I'm like, all right, well.
From the guy who's like, I'm into anything.
Not Bush's Baked Beans. I don't even like those things. So it's like, okay, whatever. So That was interesting. And then what?
And then oh, I forgot the day before. So on Friday when we were up in Gatlinburg, we were walking around just kind of touring the place, and we saw the sign for the coffee syndicate. Now, before we got out to Gatlinburg, Doug was watching tons of YouTube videos, and he found the coffee syndicate on YouTube, and they had just opened.
It's a coffee place. It's
Yes,
where they sell
with
coffee.
an actual functioning coffee shop with
Yeah.
pastries and all these things. But they also opened Gatlinburg's, I believe, first speakeasy called the Alibi. And they were, we watched the YouTube video where they were showing us all around it. Well, they don't open till 5. And we were there at, I don't know, 2 or 3. So we didn't get to go in like we tried.
We asked.
He tried to like, hey, can we go see it? And they're like, no, it's not open. We can't let you in. But we did attempt to go see the speakeasy in Gatlinburg. I did forget about that.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was because it's in like a little strip mall. You would never know that it's a speakeasy.
Like we were just walking by, and I'm like, "Oh, that's that place."
Yeah, and the door to get in the speakeasy in the coffee shop, but it looks like their freezer walk-in door.
Mm-hmm.
And when you open that door, that takes you into the speakeasy itself,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. So
Yeah,
we just didn't get to see it.
No.
So, kind of
oh
sad.
well. So we'll fast forward back to Saturday.
Oh my
So
God, I'm scared. What now?
we're fast forwarding back to Saturday.
Okay, all right.
So one of our whole points of the trip was this wine corn maze. And we had tried to go last year, but Helene had washed out the field. So we had to cancel the trip.
That would be a hurricane, Helene, not
Hurricane
just
Helene. No.
somebody named Helene that was
Helene.
causing havoc.
So this year we decided, hey, we should try to plan a trip around this. So we did. And we went out there. And it's a winery. It's down a 1-lane dirt road, and you're up and over, and you're going over these blind hills, and it was kind of crazy to get there. But once we got there, it was a really cool winery.
Yeah, it's neat. It was kind of cool. Everybody was very friendly and very nice.
It was Walnut Springs Winery, I believe is what it was called.
Yeah, that's it.
And while we were in Knoxville for the couple days, obviously everybody's like, hey, what are you doing here? And we're telling them about this winery. Nobody had ever heard of it.
And these are people that live right by there. And it's like, do you know where that's at? Yeah. Do you know they have a wine maze tonight? What? When did that start? Years ago. But other than that.
So we go into the maze, and it was a fun maze. It wasn't a hardcore maze. Like you either just went around in circles or you found your way to the next. So I think they had 5 wine stations stationed throughout the corn maze. So you'd stop at each station and you'd try some wine, and then you'd move along. Try to find some more. And we had people we were trying to keep up with, but we all kept getting separated, which was fine. Like you just kind of make your way through the maze. And then after we went and had pizza.
We did?
Yeah, we had pizza.
Where was that at?
We had the flatbread once we got back.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay. All right.
So yeah.
And then anything else we did on that trip?
I think
Baked beans was the highlight. I'm just saying that now. So it was just the highlight of the adventure. So it was a highlight that I will never ever forget. So
no. Scroll down.
What?
Oh yeah, that's all.
Well, we did see one other haunted place while we were in the area. Wheatlands. Wheatlands is this plantation that's up by itself up in the hills. I mean, you got to drive up in the hills to get this thing. We went up there. It's owned privately now, and the only way to get into the thing is to make like arrangements with a tour thing. It's like that's it. You can't even get on the property. There's big signs out there about no trespassing and stay off our property, all that stuff. But that place is very well known to be haunted. There's all kinds of stuff with that. Ghost hunters have been there. A bunch of people have been there. So that was kind of cool to see it and say, oh, that's where it is. We just couldn't get into it to actually go in there. So that was a big thing. So other than that.
So I guess that was pretty much most of our trip. Like
that was a lot.
We had a very busy couple of days, and a lot of it was spent in the car driving from.
And we went to that place called the Island in.
We did go to the
Where's
Island.
that at?
Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
And it's got all these shops, and it's got all this tons and tons of stuff there. You could do. We went in there, and they had a Harley Davidson shop, and I bought and this is the best part. It's the Bigfoot Harley Davidson place. So who knew they even had Sasquatch in these things? So I had to buy a shirt, of course, that had Sasquatch on it. So, and I said, well, that's more Halloween-y. We saw Haunted House and Sasquatch and that kind of stuff. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a good place.
And then we went to what's his name?
I don't know.
the Dick's place. Dick's Last Resort for
Oh,
food.
Dick's Last Resort. Yes, that was interesting as always. Dick's is always an interesting place to go to.
We did at the visitor center. We talked to the lady at the visitor center who was absolutely.
Oh man, she was
She
really
was so fun.
she had such a good accent. It was like just listening to her talk was just great because
She was actually the only person we met who was actually scheduled to go to that wine maze.
yeah, she knew about it. She was one of
Yeah.
the only person that actually knew that was going on and was actually going. So
Yeah.
it was kind of a cool. I wouldn't want to do that wine maze if it rained
No.
because all they did was basically stomp down stalks of corn and you could go through the thing and it was fairly big to be walking around this thing. And it was like the last wine booth, whatever you want to call it. They were pouring a little heavy, but it was like they were like, you made it through. Good luck. So that was kind of fun to do that.
That was a
So
lot of fun. The wine was okay.
yeah,
I think the wine maze was the most fun of it.
the wine maze was the best part of the whole
Yeah.
thing out there. So and you know the whole East Tennessee part over there has got so many things going on.
Yeah.
That's just it's hard to keep up with everything that's happening around you. You're
We
kind
could
of
have
like
done it all if we tried.
I did go to a store that Jill went to that I've never been to, but I've seen the name of it, and maybe you have too, called Ollie's.
Oh, Ogles. Pottery, the Ogles?
No.
Oh, Ollie's. That's it. Ollie's.
That. No, you're wrong. It is that. Okay,
Oh,
great.
Please.
Anyway, so I never heard of the store before, but apparently they're in this area, Ollie's. It's kind of like Big Lots
But
or like Pick and Scrounge or any of those other stores like that, where it's just stuff that they've obviously got a big discount on. And it was just very odd. If you've ever been in one of these places or seen it, go on in. Go on in, you'll like it.
I like Ollie and I like the cartoons around the store.
Well, yeah, it's got cartoons all
It's
over.
cartoons, cute little cartoons everywhere. And it's really hit or miss place. It's not like the same inventory. They just kind of buy out the closeouts and whatever. But it's just it's
It's
he's
a
not
very
into those
bizarre, not a Halloween place to go to, but we went to go see it because she was like, you got to go in and see these cartoons that are painted all over the place. And I'm like, it was cool, but it looked like Pick and Save or any of these other super discounted stores. So I was kind of like, you know, whatever with that. But I will tell you that the trip was a whirlwind because it was just, I felt like we were like on the move the whole time and knowing that as soon as I got back, I had to go to Alabama. And it was like, oh
no,
God.
didn't you go to Illinois?
I went to Illinois when we came back, yeah. So, I mean, I knew the day we came back, we would drive back, and then I'd basically get in the car and drive up to Illinois to do the class up there.
Yeah.
So I knew that was coming and it was on the horizon. So it was the whole time we were up there, just like, oh my gosh.
Counting down the.
Yeah, because it was just traffic was so horrendous in Gatlinburg.
Oh, yeah.
That it was just unbelievable. So
it was
just I want to go there again though, like in the winter, like now would be a good time to probably go because it was snowing up there the other day. Not a lot, but it was snowing. And it just looks pretty cool. And the only place we didn't go to, which I mean, there's a lot of places we didn't go to, but we didn't go to Dollywood.
Yeah.
That was right there, but we did not go in that place. But
or the Skyland Ranch.
Yeah, Skyland Ranch is another one that was the thing. I mean, I really didn't want to see like, you know, amusement park type stuff, even though we did see like one of the best amusement parks I've ever seen, Bush's Baked Beans.
Yeah, since we only had a short time frame, like Dollywood and the Skyland Ranch would have just taken more time in our day than what we had.
Didn't want to take away from the Bush's Beans place. So anyway, so that was pretty cool. I thought that was a great adventure for us out there. So like I said, we'll be probably putting up some more videos here in the next little bit. We've got, you know, we're rolling into Thanksgiving and to Christmas, and we've got a whole bunch of stuff on our calendar that we're going to be doing in November and December. So hey,
yeah.
So we'll be putting up videos, hopefully not like this where we got to wait, you know, 3 weeks to put it up.
And do a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll do a little bit more of those as they go. So, you know what, if you're enjoying this at all, please, you can get to our YouTube page and you can subscribe to us, hit the little dinger thing on there, because if that means every time we put up a video, you'll get notified saying, hey, they just put up a new video. You might want to come see it. And it's like, oh, all right. And we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on all these other things, TikTok. We're all over the place because we want to bring you along with us on our road trips that we do to see very unusual things out there. And we always find the very unusual. I mean, this trip, obviously, baked beans was very unusual for us. You know what they didn't have? I meant to say they didn't have like a tasting thing where you could like this is
Oh,
a
they
maple
didn't.
bacon bean or whatever the hell it is.
A picture of it. So they have their displays of all the different baked beans, and then they have plastic forks you can get with them, so you can eat the beans right from the can.
Who the hell is gonna? I mean, just so. Anyway, so other than that, everybody, go on and make it a great day because you know we will. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the time with us.
Yes.
Hopefully, you've had a good time. Now go probably lay down and think about baked beans. So, other than that, all right, good night, everybody. Have a great day.